Hi, this is Finley Junior High Podcasting Club. Today we are doing an interview with Miss Irene from the Chicago Ridge Public Library.
Hi, thank you for having me.
You're welcome. When you were my age, what were some of your favorite books?
Some of my favorite books were The Babysitter's Club, Sweet Valley High, Nancy Drew, The Boxcar Children. And you have to understand, you guys have so many young adult books that are available to you today. But back when I was younger, there weren't that many books. There were like 2 spinny racks in the library of books. So all of you have many more book choices today, which I think is really great.
What is your favorite part about your work at Chicago Ridge Public Library?
My favorite part of my job at the Chicago Ridge Public Library is helping people to find books to read. Everyone comes in and sometimes you know what title you want to read, but sometimes you're just looking for a good book selection. So that's kind of my favorite part, is getting all those great, wonderful books into your hands to read.
Do you like Harry Potter? And if so, who is your favorite character from the books?
I do like Harry Potter. One of my favorite characters is Professor McGonagall, because she can transform into the kitty cat and, kind of be there sneakily, and then also because she likes to read.
What are some of your favorite books now?
Some of my favorite books now are Fablehaven, which I discovered from doing Battle of the Books. I hadn't heard of that book, but it's a really great series. Fairy Tale Reform School, and I love cookbooks. I love to find lots of new recipes to cook from.
What led you to become a librarian?
I decided to become a librarian because when I was younger, my mom always took me to the library and let me check out bags of books each week. And I just thought it was great that you could borrow these resources for free, take them home, read them, and then return them and check out something new. So that was really exciting to me.
What was the best experience you had at a library event?
The best experience that I had at a library event was getting our Project Next Generation grant. That allowed us to bring in lots of new technologies to our library, lots of digital cameras and a 3D printer and green screen technology. And this was a grant through the Illinois State Library. So we were able to go down to Springfield and we met Jessie White, who's our state librarian. And that was really exciting to meet like a rock star in the library world.
Do you have any superpowers?
I promise we won't tell.
A superpower? I think I'd have to say maybe speed reading. Because I think speed reading, because I have to get through all 40 battle books to be ready for the Battle of the Books. So there are lots of books to read, so I read pretty fast.
What was your favorite school subject when you were in middle school or high school?
I would have to say my favorite subject was Spanish. I took Spanish when I was in middle school, and then when I was in high school, I took Spanish, and I was the president of my Spanish club in high school, and I was Spanish Student of the Month. And if you go to Oakland High School, you can see along their wall of fame, I have a nameplate up there for being a star Spanish student. And also, you might ask if I speak Spanish now fluently. I do not. So a second language is really important, and you're very lucky if you can speak 2 languages, but you also know it takes practice, and you have to practice speaking quite often to keep up a language. So I encourage you, if you speak 2 languages or more, practice every day, because it'll help you in your future careers to get a really, really good job.
What is the most frustrating or difficult thing about your job as a librarian?
The most frustrating thing to me about my job is that people don't take advantage of the library. Your parents pay taxes. Those taxes pay for the library and all the resources there. So my biggest pet peeve is if you're not taking advantage of everything that's there, you're kind of losing money, because these things are all available for free to you. So I hope that you'll take advantage of the wonderful books we have, video games, movies, board games, all of those things you can check out, and come to great programs too.
Do you have any secret talents nobody else knows about?
Let's see. Secret talents that nobody knows about. Well, kind of like a dog whisperer. I trained my dog. She was having trouble sleeping through the night. Her name is Snowy, and she wanted to wake up every morning at 3:30 to eat. Well, that kind of disrupts your sleep cycle. So I used a seagull and ocean wave method to train her, and those noises kind of calmed her and helped her to sleep through the night. And so she wakes up at around 7 o'clock now for breakfast. So if you want to know more about my secret dog whisperer method, you can talk to me at the library.
What is your favorite thing to do?
My favorite thing to do is to go to the beach. It doesn't matter if it's California, Michigan, Indiana, Illinois, any beach will do. I love water. I love to swim and kayak and look for rocks and seashells. I love the beach.
If you weren't a librarian, what would you be today?
If I wasn't a librarian today, I would be a teacher or a baker. Before I was a librarian, I actually taught second grade for 5 years. So I do have experience in teaching, and I feel like I get to teach more people at the library every day.
What is your favorite TV show and favorite movie?
My favorite movie, I would say, I like candy, so anything like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and I like holidays, so anything like Hop the movie or Santa Claus. And my favorite TV show would be, I think, America's Got Talent, because I think it's a great way for people to showcase the different talents they have.
What is your favorite genre of literature?
My favorite genre of literature, I think, would be historical fiction. I like reading books kind of about simpler times and how life used to be. And one of the books that really got me involved in that was Calpurnia Tate. It was one of our battle books one year. And it took you back to much simpler times. And this girl wanted to be a scientist, but in her day, that wasn't really an acceptable occupation for girls. They said you could either be a phone operator or a teacher. So it was kind of neat to see that she wanted to be a scientist. So I like historical fiction.
What's your favorite genre of music?
My favorite genre of music. I like to listen to all kinds of music. I like country music because I feel like it's kind of uplifting, got a good beat to it. I like listening to Disney songs. If I'm listening to like Pandora, I'll put on like a Disney station. They just seem so happy and lively.
What is your favorite Disney movie?
Ooh, my favorite Disney movie. I think I like them all. I think I like The Little Mermaid because it takes place under the sea, and I like water, so I really like The Little Mermaid. What's your favorite?
I like every single thing because like they're so nice, and I feel like I'm a child when I watch them.
Aww. And it's kind of nice too, as an adult, you get something different from the movies. Did anyone see when I dressed up for Belle for Beauty and the Beast for the fall? We did a Beauty and the Beast reading program for the fall, and I dressed up as Belle. This Saturday, I'm going to be at Carson's in the mall, and I'm going to dress up like a chicken for spring. So being part of a librarian is dressing up as different characters.
Did you like the Halloween event where we all came dressed up in costumes?
Oh, I did. You're talking about the Hallow Teen event that we did as part of the John's Way and Lions Club Trunk or Treat. We did. That was a great time hosting that dance at the library for you. Yeah, seeing you in a costume. Your costume was really awesome. Didn't you win a prize?
Yeah. I was a clown. What were you for the party?
I was dressed up as Elsa from Frozen. So you like I do like the Frozen movie. And then it was pretty neat because the Reporter newspaper came out and they had my picture on the front page dressed up for the trunk or treat for the Lions Club, which is pretty neat.
I remember the picture guy. He took a picture of all of us at the end. Then he took one of me when I put my mask on and everything. I did like a funny pose, so he took one of me too.
Ah, very nice. Do you think we should have that event next year?
Yeah, it was really fun.
Oh, this time I'm attending to it because I did it.
Oh, more people are saying that they want to attend. You thought it was pretty cool? Yeah, did you come?
No.
No.
I just heard about it. I thought it was going to be cool, so I didn't get to go.
Oh. Next year. Well, there are lots more teen opportunities coming this summer at the library. Did anybody take part in our Paint the Wall teen event that we had before summer reading last year where we painted the wall? You did? Is there something that you liked about it?
I liked about it how like we all just like painted the wall. We all got we put like what we liked on there. And just had really fun libraries. Libraries are just not all about reading, and you can have fun too. They do fun events. So like usually when you think of a library, some movies you see like the librarians yelling at the kids to be quiet, but at our library, Chicago Ridge, we do different events. Like the one was the lockdown at night where you get to watch movies and that. And like a Halloween party, there's all sorts of kind of fun things. Always just not about reading. You can have fun at libraries too.
I think that's really great, and I totally agree. I like that you like coming to our events. So this summer, our theme is Reading Takes You Everywhere. So we're going to kick off the summer where you can come again on a Friday night and paint our wall and have dinner with us and make your Valentine t-shirt. So I hope that all of you will take part in that. A couple of you did last year. It's going to be, I think, like Friday, June, like maybe the first Friday in June. So you get out, well, I think you get out on that first Friday, which is like the first day in June, and then it's like that next Friday. You get out June 2nd, I think it's like June.
Yeah, you were going to get out on Friday, but now it's Monday.
So now it's Monday. So then Tuesday night of that week, to kick off, we're going to have a happy Illinois Bicentennial birthday bash with cake. And then later that week, we'll have a reptile show. Do any of you like reptiles?
Yes.
What's your favorite reptile?
Lizard.
Ooh. Does anybody have a reptile at home?
I have a 16-year-old brother. Does that count?
When me and my sister were going to go get a pet, we were thinking about getting a lizard, but instead we got birds.
Does anybody else have pets at home? Yeah. What do you have?
I have a cat. Patches, because she's a calico cat. So clever naming there.
What pets do you have at home?
I have a dog, and her name is Snowy, and she's an American Eskimo. And she has lots and lots of energy, and she loves to walk and be outdoors. So she's looking forward to some nicer weather. Well, she kind of likes it cold. Maybe I'm the one looking forward to nicer weather. She has lots of white furry fur on her.
What made you choose Chicago Ridge Public Library?
Oh, that's a really good question. What made me choose Chicago Ridge? Well, growing up, I went to a couple different libraries because what's nice is around here we have so many different libraries that you can go to. And when you have a library card, it works at all the surrounding libraries. So I grew up in Oak Lawn, and I would also always go to Chicago Ridge Library. And just the staff there was really nice and warm and accommodating to us. When I was young, my father passed away when I was in 7th grade. So Chicago Ridge Library was really nice. The director kind of was nice to my mom and would talk to her and talk to us and give us different books to read and would help us out. So that was really nice. So I just kind of felt a welcoming place in Chicago Ridge. And I taught at Kolb School, which is in Oak Lawn, and a lot of my students went to the Chicago Ridge Library, so it was nice I could bring into them the different resources that were available. And so, Chicago Ridge.
What other librarians work at the Chicago Ridge Public Library?
So we have a new director. Her name is Dana. She's our library director. And then in our children's department, we have Miss Sam, and Miss Paula, and Miss Salima, and Mr. Austin. Austin actually attended school here. So what's a really good takeaway from that is Austin volunteered for many years at the library. And then once he graduated from high school, he kept coming back to the library. And he's like, can I volunteer still? And it's like, oh, you're told to be a volunteer. But he still wanted to be a mentor to the kids. So it kind of last summer, he was a mentor during our ice cream social and our teen carnival. So it kind of felt like a natural thing. So now he works at the library and he's involved with helping the teens. He does a teen book club on Monday nights. Do any of you like to read?
My friends in that book club.
Ah, your friends are in that book club? That's really neat. So you should join. On Monday nights, they read different books. The club selects the books together. And then on Tuesdays, we have volunteers from 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock, even during the school year. And Mr. Austin's been working with those kids as well. So it's kind of neat. So it just shows what dedication and volunteering can sometimes lead to good job opportunities later in life.
I was wondering, what is your dream job?
Today is Dream Job Day.
Oh.
So like Miss Curtilla dressed up as a, what was it?
PE teacher?
As it was a PE teacher?
Yeah, Miss
Oh.
She had the whistle.
Miss Walsh was
Oh.
the doctor.
Miss Walsh was a doctor.
Miss Malone was a soccer player. Soccer coach.
So even though we know
And
librarian
yeah.
is your dream job,
Of course, yes.
I guess
What's another dream? Well, I do have enough schooling. I have 2 master's degrees, one in curriculum and instruction for teaching and then one in library science. But There's lots of things I would like to do to have a dream job. I'd like to live on a farm, be a farmer. I think that'd be kind of cool. I think it'd kind of be neat to be a baker or a candy maker. Or I really like water, so maybe an oceanographer or something. But I don't think I could be like on a boat doing that because water kind of makes me seasick. So I don't know. What are your dream jobs?
I've always wanted to be a teacher and a doctor.
I've always wanted to be either like a guy who designs tanks, like the show Tanked. I wanted maybe to be a fish director. So then like if we build tanks or like lines and that, to go pick out all the different fish. That was cool.
Ah.
And then my other job I wanted to be was a police officer.
Ooh, that's a good one.
When I'm older, I really want to be like an artist or an engineer because my parents really like my drawings and they say they're really good.
Ooh, keep pursuing it, yes. What do you want to be? What's your dream job?
Either a teacher or a nurse, but I see how the library has like impact you or like reading has. So is that why like as like a part of the library you put so much time into like your programs and just how you come towards the library?
Yes, I think that's a good observation. Yes, I do love the library and have a passion for inspiring people to read. And yes, that's why I provide programs of interest and put so much time and effort into it. So yes.
So what is your goal for the library this year?
My goal for the library is to help increase our circulation. And circulation means people checking out books and different resources to take home. A lot of people today use lots of technology and they don't come to the library so often to check out books and resources, but that's really important to help keep our library growing and thriving. So my goal is to help people find more books to check out and increase circulation, and also to help people get library cards. Not a lot of people have library cards in Chicago Ridge, and that's kind of a goal that I really want to find new ways to help people get library cards. Does anybody here have a library card? Everyone in the room? No?
I have a library card.
Excellent.
So how are you trying to improve circulation in your library?
I am trying to find new ways to market our books. I never knew that marketing was such an important part of working at a library. Just as when you go into a store and you see different clothes or see different food items and you're like, oh, it's so nice on that display, I really want to buy it or try it on. We have to find new ways to market our books to make them more so that you want to check them out at the library. And I was even thinking next fall of doing kind of like a talk show at the library where we take and highlight some of our books and show like different things from them, and then having a broadcast to the different classrooms so then the students and children or you can see what books are available, because sometimes I don't think everyone knows what we have at the library.
You have many age groups coming to the library, so by you marketing is like kind of, you know how like people have like a dream job and they try to do everything. By you being like such a good librarian and trying to marketing to us just to grab our attention is very thoughtful of you, trying to make us a better generation, because reading is a very important part of our generation.
Oh, thank you. I try, and if anybody else has any ideas of how I can market the books, like, because I'm obviously not your age, I'm a little bit older.
Yeah.
So if there's any ideas that you guys can think of for ways that I can market books to you, please let me know. All right, thank you. You're welcome.
Does the library have any activities planned for the summer?
We do have some activities planned for the summer. Our theme is Reading Takes You Everywhere, so it's not just about travel. It's reading a book because your mind can just wander either into dinosaur era or space or wherever the book is taking you. So we're going to have lots of opportunities. We'll have volunteering for teenagers in 6th through 12th grade. Part of our Project Next Generation grant, we have a library DJ where you can make a spin table. And we have video gaming controllers that you can make that are plush like toy controllers. And we'll have bingo and crafts and teen programs and an ice cream social, lots of activities. Who thinks they're going to participate this summer and visit us at the library?
I think I will go because my mom is happy that I do go to the library because last year I did volunteer. She was real happy that I went.
Oh, that's great.
The last time I went to the library, I did not see you. So, I think it was like in November.
I'd love to work 24 hours a day, but unfortunately, sometimes I get a little bit time off, so you might not have seen me. I am typically always there on Tuesday evenings till 9 o'clock. That's kind of the night that we reserve for our teen programs. And then certain weekends, too.
Didn't you come last year? Like, I was in 6th grade and I saw you come to our library.
I did. I come and visit you guys to tell you about different programs, activities, share resources, talk to you about summer reading.
Like make different stuff. Like
Yep. We make different stuff. Today I visited the 6th grade class, Miss Schmidt's class, and we talked about dinosaurs and we measured them, did size comparisons, used rulers. I've done robots too, yes. We have lots of robots at the library.
Thank you for letting us interview you today. We encourage all our students at Finley Junior High to read, and we appreciate you being our Chicago Ridge librarian.
Oh, I thank all of you too. This was a wonderful opportunity and you did a wonderful job with the interview. Thanks for having me. Hope to see you at the library soon.
Thank you.